So I welcome you all for this uh, session for artificial intelligence in petroleum industry. Today we are going to discuss about a few areas related to the application of artificial intelligence in different areas of petroleum. One is like drilling, where we are going to see a lot of automated machines have been, applied through artificial intelligence. It is going to come very soon in real-time applications. So we're going to witness very soon the kind of operations that we go through manually that will be converted to AI. So we have different, safety aspects which has to be concerned related to this that has to be understood, and real-time monitoring and analysis. All the time we go through, analyzing the results of either drilling, production, or like development phase, well testing, well completion. So all these times you will be having the data. Generally, human will always have a chance of doing errors. So artificial intelligence integrating with that could able to provide you, efficient results that will help to take more decisions. So when it comes to production, predictive maintenance, so always production process will be a continuous process. So number of maintenance activities which are very minor, subtle changes that were observed in that, minor activities that has to be really monitored by AI. So that will be a helpful parameter. And the production is like the maximum duration of your project is production phase. So during production phase we have different stages like primary, secondary, and tertiary. So each stage uh, there is a chance of integration with the AI, like uh, understanding production phases is definitely a challenge for reservoir engineer or any other engineer who is working over there. So he can use, or he has to understand how AI can be applied to continue the process effectively. Like always there will be a chance of in what you say prediction models will be there. So there will be changes in your real-time applications. When you start working on it only, you will be knowing it. So when there is a deviation from that, you are supposed to make it together. So in that way, it will be helping you. So what are the causes? What could be the chances that making your data to deviate from one to another? That can also be integrated, and it can be understood through AI, which will help to analyze the data effectively so that we can take measurements and remedial steps based on that. So drilling optimization, so always there is a chance of optimization. So what are the areas that has to be concentrated in such a way that you can increase the outcome of what you are expected to be maximum. Then when it comes to process optimization is also the same. Like the process, however it goes, that is manual. But when you are integrating with AI, then the efficiency of this could be better than manual. How you going to increase the efficiency of process mechanisms? So a number of operations like process is a big industry, and we need a lot of parameters that has to be understood very carefully, but you can take the help of AI by integrating it. It will make the operations more easier. So benefits of AI: efficiency. AI can optimize drilling, production, and distribution processes to maximize efficiency and reduce costs. So always uh, oil and gas industry, petroleum industry, it is seen in the phase of business. So when it comes to business, you need to understand how commerciality is. It is that kind of important parameter which is required for a business to progress in the market. So it all happens when you optimize the operations. So that can be possible with the help of artificial intelligence. So when you start understanding the complexities of drilling data, production data, or supply chain environment, wherever the complexities, gaps, and uncertainties are there, you can able to get more insights from artificial intelligence. So it is not about like gathering information, it is about taking decisions based on that. So decision part alone can be taken by in person, but when it comes to analyzation, we can integrate artificial intelligence techniques to understand what is actually happening in the market. When it comes to safety, AI can detect and prevent safety hazards, which is very important. So always there is a chance of human to make mistakes of detecting, hazardous things that might happen in the industry. So sometimes what happens, we may miss some parameters. So suddenly, you always have a limit of understanding something. So for that, if you could include artificial intelligence, it's a continuous process, like where whenever there is a change in certain parameters, it will provide a sensor that information. So sensor will alert the team which are near to that in such a way that you can avoid the kind of negative consequence that could happen. So always safety comes first before any other parameters, that any other processes that is going to be continued. So this is going to be a very good revolution when you integrate safety with respect to artificial intelligence. Predictive maintenance. So whatever models you're going to generate for any kind of maintenance activities, so AI will always be in the edge to support you in such direction that the predictive analysis will also become more efficient and effective for the operations. So always there is a challenge when there are benefits. We have to see the demerits about that also. So data quality, AI relies on accurate and reliable data to make decisions. So AI is a kind of tool that will analyze the data, but the thing is how much data is accurate, that the data you are providing, based on that only AI will give the solution. So you are supposed to provide qualitative data. So data quality can be done through data science, so data analysis. So whatever operations that you are doing through data analysis and networking, and whatever data you are providing to make AI to understand, so that data has to be qualitative. It should not have errors. You have to minimize maximum errors. So after that, you can provide this data to AI tools so that AI will start understanding the data. First of all, it will be trained. Actually, AI always will be trained by the data set that you are importing to it. So based on that, it will be trained and it is going to provide you the solutions related to that. So for that, you need to understand, you have to provide qualitative data, which is very important for AI machines to understand your data. It is the kind of like, imagine we are going to a doctor. So whatever symptoms you are experiencing, that alone has to be informed to the doctor, so that only he can start understanding what is the problem that you have. If you provide wrong information, then probably whatever prescriptions or whatever prescribes through doctor, that also could not be that accurate. So whatever results you are expecting, that could not happen. So in the same way, AI will act, it is actually a tool. So whatever feed you are going to provide it, it should be qualitative. It is good for the industry to get proper outcomes. So this is very important. So poor quality data will not give you proper results, that could lead to another way of moving towards negative side of your outcomes, like whatever outcomes you're expecting, that could not get achieved without providing quality data. So cyber security, like as AI becomes more relevant in oil and gas industry, there is an increased risk of cyber attacks. So hackers can exploit vulnerabilities in AI systems to gain access to sensitive data and disrupt operations. So AI is a kind of tool. Anyone can train it so that it will be trained towards that particular desired outcome. So if you start training in a wrong direction, then obviously the tool will be giving you the results which is connected to that desired outcome. So it always there is a chance of getting such kind of risks with AI. So for that, security is very important. How you are going to protect the data, the encryption that you are going to provide to AI, that is very important. So AI will be trained, it is going to provide you the outcomes. So if you train in a negative way, then obviously the outcome will be deviated. So that has to be taken care. You have to protect that kind of environment over there, so that only you can move towards accurate process. So this is an important parameter where we are going to see that cyber security attacks are there always. So how to protect that is a big industry, research industry. So where we have to protect all the kind of encryptions that we are going to do with AI. So this is about the application. I mean, however you see in the industry, AI going to apply, but what actually are the methods that are inside AI, so that only we will be importing. I mean, these methods are manual and mathematical, logical. So if you have logical knowledge, you can able to understand artificial intelligence methods. Application of this in the industry will be taken care through automation and softwares. So software is something that one, if there is a complex analysis is there, but you need to know the root of it. If you know the root of that particular analysis, then you can able to move towards a larger huge data set, deep learning and all that we can able to go through. So for that, what are the things that you are supposed to understand? There are some techniques are there, very important techniques in artificial intelligence that has to be understood. So one among the technique is breadth first search. So on the screen, what you are seeing are the nodes. You can see there are different nodes are there, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So there are like 7 nodes, or else we can say these nodes are vertex. So vertex, nodes, neurons, all are like almost similar values. So what actually here on this screen you are observing is there is a cluster of node. You can see the nodes were connected one to another with a different arrow. Arrow will provide you direction. So you need to understand how this arrow, you can see the arrows which will give you the direction of it, and there will be always a source node and there is a goal node, source vertex, vertex. So these acts like neurons. So we have three important terminologies. One is explore, visited, unvisited. So what do you mean by explore? Explore means you reach towards a one, you reach to a node, and node have been explored. Imagine if you are coming like in this direction. So if you are moving from this direction, you are going to meet first node, that is vertex 1. So after reaching it, you need to explore. Once you explore, how many possibilities of adjacent nodes are there? That has to be seen. So that is only one possibility, that is 2. So this one have been explored once you reach to the next consecutive node. So that is about explore. When it comes to visited, means after exploring, you will be moving into the cluster. Like you will start moving to 2, 3, 7, somewhere you will be moving. So when you are going on moving into the cluster, you again, if you are repeating, if in that analysis, if you are getting that particular node which is already you have seen earlier, so that particular node is considered to be visited node. So generally, once you start moving forward, you will never see the visited node, or else you will never explore the visited node again. So you have gone in a path of 1 2 3. So in this path, you reach it to 3 through 2. So 2 is visited, 1 is visited, and 1 is explored as well as 2 is explored. So again, if you are moving back forward, you will not go back. Why? Because you already visited. You are not going to explore the visited values. So this is about visited values. When it comes to unvisited, when you are visiting to 2, all the nodes which are not explored are those are all called as unvisited nodes. So these are the things that you are supposed to understand. While we are going into this, we will be knowing it. So when it comes to the arrangement of these vertex with breadth first search, it is a kind of pattern to reach the goal. So first of all the nodes has to be explored. So this is the one. Breadth first search means you are meeting all the nodes. How you are going to meet it? There is a pattern to follow this. First of all, once you start moving from the node 1, then you need to explore it. After exploring, you will be seeing all the adjacent nodes. Then explore that adjacent nodes. Then after that, you have to move to another nodes that has to be again explored. Like that, you have to move on. So I will be just telling you with going through it so that it will be easily understood. So first of all, we need to start with the starting node. You can take any of these nodes, either one or two or three, anywhere you can take. But for the purpose, I am just for understanding purpose, I am taking the node one. So you have reached the node one, then you start to explore it. Right now, you reach it to node one. Then once you explore it, so you need to see the possibilities of its adjacent nodes. So that is only one possibility is there. You can see the arrow mark towards other thing is that is 2. Okay, so one has explored, then you reach it to 2. So you have only one possibility. Right now, what you have to do is you need to explore 2. So if you have to explore 2, how many adjacent nodes are there? 4, 5 and 3. So 4, 5, 3 are the next nodes that have been explored. So 2, 1 is visited, 2 have been explored right now. So let me put the values of the nodes which have been explored. So these 1 and 2 are explored. So once 2 is explored, the possibilities will be 4, 5 and 3. These are the three adjacent thing. One is 4, 5. Yes, there is one small thing. It is 3 will not be selected. Only 4 and 5 will be selected. Why? Because after crossing 1, you need to reach 2. Then 2 has to be explored to reach 4 and 5. First of all, you will be meeting all the nodes first and you are going to explore it. Then after exploring, you need to go for the next node. So right now 1 which have been explored to 2, then 2 which have been explored to 4 and 5. Then 1 was visited and 2 was visited. Then what is the left out? So right now 4 and 5 are there. So these 4 and 5 have been already explored. So right now what is the next node? That is 3. So you need to explore 3. So what will be the value of adjacent nodes to 3 is 6 and 7. So this is the arrangement of breadth first search. Quickly, I will go back and I will do it once again. So first of all, you need to explore 1 and you need to, meet the adjacent nodes to it, but you have only one possibility, that is 2. So that is 1 and 2. Okay, so right now you reach it to 2. Then after reaching to 2, you need to explore the possibilities of 2. So what are those? 4 and 5. Then from 4 and 5, you need to explore 4 and 5. Nothing is there beyond that. So you can leave that. Then you can move to next step, that is 3. So once you reach 3, then you need to explore 3, 6 and 7. So after 6 and 7, you don't have anything beyond 6 and 7. So this ends the total path of the code, that is through BFS. So in the same way, you are going to see DFS. So breadth first search is something like level wise of moving, like you reach it to second level, third level, fourth level. So depth first search is not like that. You need to go in axial way of ending it. So you're going to start with 1. Then after that, you need to explore 1. So that is 2. Then here, what you have to do is you need to explore 2 to only one node. It is not about like all the nodes which are adjacent to that. Like for breadth first search, we have explored 2, that is 4 and 5 are there. But here you have 4, 5, 3. Anything you can take. Like you can have 4, 5, 3. But you need to select only one node. You can select either 4 or 5 or 3. So for purpose, I am taking it as 3. So after 2, you are reaching to 3. So right now I have started with 1, 1 I explored to 2, and 2 I have explored to 3. In the 2 I can explore to 4 also or 5 also, but you can select any one, either 4, 5 or 3. So I selected 3. So let me put those in order. So 1, 2, 3. These are the things that we have explored. Then after 3, you need to explore 3. So you have two possibilities, 6 and 7. Explore any one. So I am exploring 6. Then from 6, there is nowhere to go beyond. So for that, what you have to do is, so if there is no path for you to move ahead means, come back. come back to the path where you have gone through. So you have gone in this direction. So again, you need to come back in this direction. So come back in step by step. Come back to 3. Again, you start to explore 3. So there is a possibility that is 7. So after this, there is no other possibility beyond 7. So you reach it to 7. Again, you come back to the same path how you have gone through. That is this. Again, you go back to the same path. Then from here onwards, explore. Here it is 2. So try to explore 2. Once you start exploring 2, you have two possibilities, 4 and 5. So take any one. 4. So you explored 4. You reach it to 4. Then again, after 4, there is nothing beyond this. So again, come back to the same path where you have gone through. So you reach it to 3 here, sorry, 2 here. Again, you need to start explore and you see the possibility. There is only one possibility, that is 5. So this is about depth first search way of arranging the nodes. Okay. So one is breadth first search and the one is depth first search. So after this, let us go and arrange. So this was all done. So this is about depth first search. So imagine you have a node in this cluster, like it will be little bit, more nodes are there, and they were arranged in this pattern. Let us start to see how we are going to, work on breadth first search and the depth first search. So when it comes to breadth first search, we need to start exploring in the way of level wise. So first of all, we need to visit one and right now explore one. So you have two possibilities, that is 2 and 3. So these are the two possibilities. It has been first, it has the job was completed up to here, like 1 have explored so that you reach it to 2 and 3. So put those values here. This is the first value that we have, 1 2 3. And here onwards, you already like mm, one was visited. Right now you need to visit 2. So let us go with 2 and you explore 2. So if you explore 2, what are the possibilities? 4 and 5. So put those two values, 4 and 5. Then two value have been visited, completed. Then next go to 3. Why? Because this is the next node in the level wise, like you can see, like first level, second level, third level, like that. So you go to this value, second level, you left out value that was supposed to be explored is 3. Why? Because this was not explored, only this one explored. So after exploring 3, there are two possibilities, one is 6 and 7. So put that values there. So 3 was also explored and you reach it to 6 and 7. Right now 3 have been visited. Then let us go to 4. So let us see 4. Any possibility is there? No. So you can't go further. Leave it. So let us go to 5. There is any possibility? No. So this was end of it and this was end of it. So nothing to go further. Then let us come to 6. So 6 is this one, 7 is this one. So 6, if you explore, you have two possibilities. One is 8 and another one is 9. So you have explored 6 and then after exploring 6, you have reached to your terminal nodes, that is 8 and 9. Then after that, 6 was visited. Then let us go to the next node, that is 7. So the seventh node, if you have to explore seventh node, what is the possibility? 10. So you have reached to 10. So here all the nodes have been completed and this is how the arrangement of BFS will be for this node. So when it comes to DFS, as I said, you have to go in an axial mode, not in the level wise mode. So you need to visit one node connected with another node. So first thing will be 1, 2 and 3. You can see you can choose the path 1 and 2. You can go in this direction also, but since any direction you can go, but let us go with first in the left side. So 1, then 2, then from 2 you can either go to 5 or 4. So let me take up to 4. So this is my first path, 1, 2, and 4. Then after 4, there is nothing to explore further. So you have to go in the same direction of what you have started. So from 4, go back. So is there any chance from 2 to explore? Yes, there is one possibility. That is 5. I will put a laser so it will be understood clearly. So after reaching to 2, you are going to explore it. So you are going to reach to 5. So that is this one. From there onwards, you need to, again from 5 onwards, you cannot explore further. Why? Because nothing is there. So again go back to the place where you started. So from here you started. Again you go back. So you have started from here, gone here, and gone back, and you reached here. So right now you need to go back to the path where you have started. It was already visited. Go back to the place where you have started. Here, there is a possibility of one more adjacent node. So that is 1. So you have reached to the place over there. Then again, you need to explore that node. So you are going to get the result as 3. So since this is the path you started, so you have reached to 3. From here onwards, you need to explore 3. If you explore, you have two possibilities. One is 6 and 7. Pick anything, either 6 or 7. So let me select 6. So if you select 6, yes, if you select 6, you have next node will be 6. After selecting 6, what are the, if you explore 6, what are the possibilities? Either 8 or 9. You can take any one. Let me take 8. So you started with 3, 6, and 8. Keep those two. You reach to an end. Beyond that node, there is no other node. So you need to go back. Go back to the place where you started. So you reach to the place where you have started. From here, you need to explore again. Why? Because there is a possibility of getting another node. That is 9. So you keep that 9 value over here. Again, beyond 9, there is no possibility. Then go back. Go back to the path how you started. So just to move up, up to here, you have survived because you have a chance of another node. So here in this node, that is the node number 3, again you need to explore. There is a possibility of 7. So only one possibility is there. Again explore 7 so that you are going to reach the end. So this is about your depth first search. So you have reached to the end of all the nodes. All the nodes have been explored right now. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 3, 6, 8, 9, 7, 10. So this is the order of depth first search. Okay, so breadth first search, depth first. These are like simple clusters, so which you can able to, it is like somewhat linear, so you can able to get the results through that. So let me go with a little bit complex arrangement. So if you could see over here, little bit like more and more complex. If in the industry you will be having huge number of clusters, one cluster connected with others, you need to start getting one by one like that. Okay, so for breadth first search, you need to start. So let me see how I can start with this one. If I explore one, there is a possibility for me to get two possibilities, 4 and 2. Okay, first step is that. So 1 I explored, so I got 4 and 2. So let me put those over there. 1, 4, 2. So this is my first. So next is I need to explore 4. Why? Because I reach to these two nodes. So when it comes to depth first search, explore 4, explore 3, like that it will go on. But when it comes to breadth first search, you need whatever uh, terminal ends you reached, that has to be explored. So you have reached to 4 and 2, which are terminal ends for the first arrangement. So you need to explore all the terminal ends, that is 4 and 2. So let me explore 4. There is only one possibility, that is 3. So I kept 3 here. Then let me explore 2. Why? Because already 4 over. So next terminal end is 2. If I explore 2, I have 5, there is one possibility, 7 is another possibility, 8 is another possibility, and 3, which is already visited. So no need to put the value of 3 over there since you already visited. So you need to put which are unvisited, either 5, 7, and 8. So you need to put all, like not either like you need to put all the nodes which are not visited. Why? Because if you explore tour, these three are possibilities. So 5, 7, and 8. Don't put 3. Why? Because 3 was already explored. It had not explored, it was visited. So don't no need to touch 3. Okay, so right now you have reached to 5, 7, and 8. So when it goes to an order, so you need to start moving like this. You reached 1, after that you explored 2, 4, after that you explored 2. So our right now the end of exploration is up to 2. And these 3, 5, 7, 8 are not explored. So right now we need to explore the next step, that is 3. So if you explore 3, there are two possibilities. One is 9 and another one is 10. So you have reached to 1, 3, sorry, 9 and 10 once you have explored to 3. So next, after that, you need to explore 5. So if you explore 5, there is only one possible. 7 is a possibility, 6 is a possibility. But 7 was already visited. Already it has been visited. It has been already kept. It was visited. Only the one which was not visited is 6. So put 6. So right now all the nodes it has been, it met all the nodes. So beyond this, there is no need to further go for arrangement. Why? Because all the nodes have been arranged. So 1, 4, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 6. This is the arrangement of this cluster when it comes to BFS. So let us go quickly into DFS also. So try to see how DFS will help you to get these values. So let me start working with axial wise. Okay, so you can select any of the node, but for convenience I'm going to select only one node, that is the first node. So let me select node 1. So this is the one which I am being selecting. From 1 you need to go for at least one node, only one node, not all the level wise nodes. Like you have possibility of 4 and 2, but when it comes to DFS you need to select only one, either 4 or 2. So let me select 4. So if I select 4, I have possibility of exploring 4. So only one possibility, that is 3. So that is you reach it to 3. So 1, 4, 3. This is the pattern you are going through. From 3, if you explore it, either you will go to 9 or 10. I will select 1, 9. So 1, 4, 3, 9. So let me put all that in an order. 1, 4, 3, 9. So right now you have gone in this direction, in this direction, and in this direction. So after 9, there is no way to go further. So go back. So 9 to 3. So 3, you have possibility to explore. Why? Because there is an option of 10. So let me put the value over there, 10. So you reach it to 10. So again you go back in this direction, you reach it to 3. So 3 to 2 not possible. Why? Because arrow is in the reverse direction. So after reaching 3 you can't explore. Why? Because nothing is there beyond 3. So go back again to 4, again to 1. So once you reach 1, explore it. You have a possibility of 2. So you can see you reach it to 2 in this direction. So after reaching 2, then explore 2. So you can go to 3, which was already visited. So no need to go in this direction. So you have another possibility is 5, 7, and 8. So select any one, like either 5 or 7 or 8. So you have reached to 2, select any 5. So let me select 5. If you select 5, you can select anything, either 7 or 8, but you can select 5. So if you have selected 5, then you have two possibilities. One is 6 and 7. So let me 5 and 6. So after 5, you have reached to 6. And after reaching 6, you need to come back. Like, you've gone in this direction. 2 to 5, 5 to 6. Again from 6, come back to 5. And select options. One is 7. So put 7 value here. Again, after selecting 7, see the possibility of exploring 7. There is only one possibility, that is 8. So you have reached to an end, that you have touched all the nodes like 1, 4, 3, 9, 10, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are the arrangements of your TFS for this cluster. So up to now we have gone through simple methods in BFS as well as big, complex methods like BFS and DFS. So this is about node analysis in AI. Like, always there is a source node will be there, destination node will be there. That is one way. And second thing is exploring all the nodes. Like in the here I have given the node numbers, but there could, when it comes to petroleum engineering, that node might be either permeability values or porosity values or any kind of reservoir values, production values, drilling values, exploration values. Imagine if the value of one node, if it is equivalent to a particular range of porosity, then it will go for other values. So that is 4 and 2. So in that way, it will start moving. So this is like reaching primary requirement. So at node 1, you may fix the value of permeability as 20 millidarcy. So all the reservoirs which are above 20 millidarcy will go further, or else they will go backwards. So once it moves further, the values of other parameters values can be observed at 4 and 2. So if they satisfy that, then it will start exploring to other values. Finally, in that way, it will be reaching towards a destination where you are going to come for an insight. So in that way, nodal analysis will start progressing further. So this is about BFS and DFS, and let me just go with a production challenge where artificial intelligence can help us to understand this data. Like imagine if you see linear regression forecast. So it is a kind of production forecast. Let us see the question. You can see on the right side the table of production data was available. So time in months, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that the months are there. And every month you can see some drop of production from 1000 to 950, 950 to 900. So some part it is linear. So we have to see the linearity over here. So when it comes to real time, it could not be that linear. The values will be bit more complex. So for understanding, it just kept these values to be more linear. So let us see the challenge that we have. Assuming a linear relationship between time and production rate, can you calculate the value of slope and intercept of the regression line using the given data? So let me quickly take this data into Excel. Just I'm copying this and I'm going to share full screen. So let me just start Excel sheet. I'm going to paste the value over here. So since the values were in white color, it is not showing properly. So let me convert to dark color. Yeah. So what is the questions that have been asked over here is, I'm going to take the question also over there. Assuming linear relationship between time in months and production rate, you can calculate slope and intercept. So slope, it is asking to estimate the value of slope and intercept. So let me type here slope and intercept. So what do you mean by linear relationship? Linear relationship means nothing but it's a straight line relationship. In XY axis coordinate, it is a straight line. Like let me just take time as x-axis and production rate as y-axis. So just let me select these values, and if I start inserting a line, so let me go with this. So you can see somewhat straight line, but of course there is slight bend is there. So so you can see there is a light bend. So you can ignore such points, but if you want to ignore what are the points that can be ignored, you can just select on it, add trend line. So you can see the trend, how many points are falling on the trend line, that can be taken as straight line points. Remaining points, you can ignore it. For that, let me just take off the trend line, and in the question it was asked to consider these points to be a straight line, assuming a linear relationship between time and production means it is like a straight line. So right now, if you know these values, calculate the value of slope and intercept of the regression line using the given data. So you have two ways to estimate this thing, that is like select the data and go to add trend line, and in the trend line you have added a linear line over there. So just to click on the trend line, go to axis term, and here display equation on the chart. So everyone knows what is straight line equation, y is equal to mx plus c. So if you could see here, y is equal to minus 31.692 m into x plus 948, that is c. So 948 is your intercept, and what is the m, that is minus 31.692. 31.692. So this is about your slope and intercept. Okay, this is about your slope and intercept. Okay, so here I have done a process to find out. If you know Excel, you can do this process. There are different ways to estimate also. uh, you can find that one. You have another way of finding slope also, like without considering this trend line. Right now I have found the slope for trend line. Let me find slope for the all the points. Why? Because I fixed a straight line in between the points, and I have found the slope for that trend line. So let me just go and try to find out the slope for the points if you consider all points to be linear, and estimate. So for that you need to go for the formula slope, SLOPE slope. Start with your parenthesis. It is asking known y, so y is production term, and after that it is asking x-axis. So let me select x values and get the value of slope. So I almost got equal values, minus 31.6923. So in the same way, let me check out the intercept. This is equal to intercept for all the points, not only for the trend, but all the points. Intercept same way for all y's, as well as same way for all x values. Select all the values and click. So you got almost the same. So this is the slope value for the points. So these are the slope value for the trend line which have been fitted on the points. Okay, both of them almost equal, so you can consider these to be equal value. So you know what is slope value here, what is intercept. So when it comes to AI, let me check out. I will give this, it could be like there is some process over here, you know the formula in Excel, so you have found out. So what I will do is I will copy all the data over here up to 25 points, just copy it, and I'm going to put it in um, chat GPT, and I will ask it. I just copied and pasted the values of time in months and production rate in barrels per day. So I'm going to ask it, um, give me the values for slope and intercept for the above data. Okay, so here no software tool, nothing is there. Just I'm asking, I kept the data over there, and I'm asking it to estimate the value of slope and intercept. So this is an AI tool, everyone knows what is chat GPT. So let us see its capability and how it is going to help us. Okay, so just I'm going to, I just asked it by keeping the data. Let me check what it is going to give me a solution. It started generating, so you can see the slope formula was given, and intercept formula was given. Slope value and intercept value which was given over here is not equivalent to the values that we got earlier. Why? Because Sigma sum is independent variable, time month in this case. So we need to see time months. Yes, this is the values that we have, and production values we have this one. So when I asked ChatGPT, the answer what I was expecting is not that what I got it. Okay, what I will do is, since I'm not getting this value, I want it to apply in a software tool. Like, give me the values of slope and intercept for the above data in Python. So I'm going to use ChatGPT. What it will give is, it will give a code for Python to estimate the values of slope and intercept. If you are not satisfied with that, so just go to Google Colab Python, and here also we are going to check what values that we got it through that. So I got the code for that, for estimating these two values, and let me see. Okay, when I compile, I will be getting the value of slope and intercept for the data that we have already kept over there. So let us check the answer for that. It is compiling. You can see how things are. Yes, it has been compiled. Yes, you got the value of slope to be minus 31.626923 and 948. I'm going to take the screenshot of it. You can just see the screenshot of it. And I'm going to select the Excel where we have calculated. You can see, you can put over here. So you can compare the results, minus 31.692, which is the slope, minus 31.692, and intercept that we got it from Python is 948. So you got the intercept and the slope to be the same. So you can rely on the code that was generated by ChatGPT. So this is the way how we can use AI. Like, of course, we done it through ChatGPT. We couldn't able to get the result, but when we ask it to do compile this data in another software, since I have done in Excel, I want to do it in another platform, that is Python, which is widely used in petroleum and other engineering things. You can do it like that in MATLAB, R, and different ways. So without interfering into anything, we started to create code in Python, and we have generated the results, which is almost accurate for the thing that we have generated. Okay, that is one challenge that we have. We will see the next challenge. Once you have the regression equation predict the production rate for the month 26. Okay, sorry. Once you have the regression equation, predict the production rate for month 26. So let me check out the value of month 26 in Excel, and we will start comparing with AI. So right now I'm going to select the value of 26. So it is asking at the month 26 what will be the production rate, since you have y is equal to mx plus c. I'm going to use these values there. Just I will going to keep the values over here. So what is the equation? Y is equal to mx plus c. What is y? Actually x is 26. So I'm going to estimate y. So what is my m? As per this, m is nothing but minus 31.6923. So this you can see the slope, m into x. X value is 26 that you have here, plus 948. So this was supposed to be my expected outcome. So that is 124.002. I'm going to reduce this one, 124.002, and I will make it to come in between. So this, okay. So this is my value of forecasted month, that is 26th month. So 124 I got. So let me check the same value with Python, and before that I will go to AI tool, that is ChatGPT. So what I will do is predict the value. So I have it wrong. predict the value of production rate for month 26. So it will give me again the Python code for month 26. Give me, it is not giving completely. So what I will be asking is whether it to predict the value of production rate for month 26 using a linear regression. Okay, fine. Give me the code in Python. Got the code. I'm going to collab. I'm going to put the value over there. Just let me select the value. And you have 124. So the predicted production rate is 124. I believe the same answer we got it in Excel. So you can solely depend on this value 124 at 26th month, and we have the value as 124 in Excel. So beyond this, what are the things additionally that we can do in AI? Let me just go to Python and AI, and I will ask it generate the forecasted value from 26 months to um, 50 months with two steps. That means what I'm asking is I want it to predict from 26th month to 50 months, and I asked it to give a gap in between two steps. Means after 26 it will go to not 27 but it will go to 28. So let me just go with that. So here it has to be given full code. Give me this given half code only. Give me full code. So it is going to take all the information from the earlier values, then it will start constructing the code until it reaches our object. So I selected the code, I have pasted it, and you can see all the values for 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42. So all the values have been got. So this is the whatever you want the insight, it can able to provide you in very less time. Of course, if you start coding it, it will take more time, but you can see how the predictions have been happened. So after 28, I think the production have reached to zero, so it has gone to minus direction. So that is what it was showing. You can able to understand how AI can help you to get these outcomes. When it in petroleum engineering, these are the areas where we concentrate a lot. So if you have certain values, then we can able to explore better. Thank you for today's session, and we are going to meet. Tomorrow for AI in data analytics in petroleum engineering. Hope we're going to meet soon. Thank you.